Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Brothers channel. And this is my first impressions look on the Xtep Linsanity 1. So they made it pretty damn clear as to what shoe this is. It says Linsanity here on the lateral side of the shoe, which I feel like is very cheesy. I don't really like how that looks. But the overall design of the shoe looks pretty dope. This shoe is going for 90 bucks. And it's kind of like, I actually don't know what the shoe is. You know, it's the same price as the J Lin one, which is Jeremy Lin's signature shoe. So what is this? Is it like a budget model or is it like a I don't know. Right? So but anyways, if you guys do want to cop, I'll leave a link in the description box. But let's get it started off with the tracciones, and we got a Wi-Fi traction pattern, and I guess a little bit of herringbone where this black part is here on the lateral side of the shoe, and it says Xtep here in the heel. Dude, this traction, I don't know what rubber compound Xtep is using. Like the J Lin one, that bites and it has a nice squeak as well. The Linsanity one bites and has a loud squeak as well. You guys want to hear it? Watch. It has a nice bite and listen. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. So I'm actually super happy about that. There is a little bit of a texture on it, so that'll probably wear off a little bit. But as far as like the durability goes, I feel like it's gonna be okay. We do have these little nubs, and then it kind of like widens out into that Wi-Fi signal. So I don't think that's gonna be very durable. That's probably gonna like rip off. But the other parts of the rubber seem pretty good. We'll have to see on that. I don't think it's gonna be the best for durability, but I don't think it's gonna be terrible. But I am pretty excited about the bite. You know, it seems very nice. As far as the heel to toe transition goes, it seems very smooth. We have a nice curved shape here in the heel and an exposed midsole with a good amount of compression here in the heel. And then here in the forefoot, we have a nice curved shape as well as a lot of forefoot flex. So heel to toe transition seems very smooth. All right, moving on to the cushioning setup. On the website, it just says it's dynamic foam. So cool. But it actually feels pretty damn nice, right? So like I mentioned before, it is pretty exposed here in the heel and it's quite thick. There is a good amount of compression. It's soft and it feels like there's a little bit of rebound back. You know, it feels quite bouncy here in the heel. In the forefoot though, it gets a little bit dead. And as far as the like underfoot cushioning goes, it's not the best because the strobe board is pretty damn stiff. But I really like how the heel feels, you know, and cord feel seems pretty good. Not the best, but you know, it seems pretty good. So cushioning setup, I'm actually quite pleased with it, especially for 90 bucks. One thing that I am worried about is the durability of it. Like how long will it last? How long will it stay soft? So obviously that's something that I'm gonna need to test out. But right now the cushion feels pretty damn nice. Moving on to the materials. So we have a mixture of mesh and I guess synthetic materials here in the toe box. So we have this like polka dot pattern here in this colorway. Where the polka dot material is, like the synthetic material, it's a little bit stiffer, it's a little bit thicker, but it stays pretty malleable. You know, it's still pretty soft and I feel like it conforms to your foot pretty well and it feels quite comfortable on foot. We have a little bit of fuse here in the toe box for extra added durability. And then coming here into the heel of the shoe, it says Linsanity on this like heel counter. It's a very like thin plastic, so it doesn't really do anything as far as like be supportive or anything. It's actually very soft. There's no heel counter. Look, you guys see that? You guys see how soft that is? That's interesting. But anyways, we'll get into all that. Here in the tongue, we have a little bit of padding, just like an average amount of padding, I would say. And then we have very little padding here in the ankle area. So as far as the materials go, they feel pretty good on foot, but for quality, it's not the best, but can't really complain because it is 90 bucks. So overall, I feel like the material choice and all that and how they implemented it is not that bad. Moving on to the fit of the shoe. The fit of the shoe is really freaking long. So I was just going down half a size for just like a normal fit, or like a little bit roomier of a fit actually. And if you want a super duper snug fit like I usually like my shoes, go down a full size. So that's how long it runs. And also it's quite roomy here in the toe box, which sucks. I don't know what Jeremy Lin's foot's shape is. I think he has like a thick ass foot, guys, because all of his shoes have run super roomy here in the toe box for me personally. But I guess if you like a roomier fit in your shoes, that's a good thing for you guys, but not for me. And then as far as the width goes, I would say it's normal width to a touch wide. So if you have a wide foot or you like a roomier fit in your shoes, just rejoice, be happy, because this is a shoe for you guys. Also, another thing about this shoe that's nice is that it's super easy to put on. We have a very high heel tab. I don't know why there's a pull tab. You don't really need one. but I guess they just added it, and then the tongue opens up a lot, so there's that. As far as the support and lockdown goes, it feels pretty damn nice. You know, like I mentioned, there is no heel counter, but the foam does come up a lot. You guys see that? So that's probably acting as a sidewall or a counter for lateral movements. So that's going to help cage you and keep your heel locked into the shoe. That's very, very important, obviously, in basketball. But of course, it wouldn't hurt to have an internal TPU heel counter. But anyways, there's that. And then here in the forefoot, or I guess more like in the midfoot, we have a little bit of the outsole coming up to cage you. I mean, it's very, very little. So I wonder how much that'll help. But the material seems quite stiff, especially where the fuse is here. So I feel like lateral containment is going to be okay. We'll have to see though. I am a little like skeptical here in the midfoot and here in the forefoot. So we'll have to see on that. As far as the lateral stability goes, it feels pretty damn nice, you know. I guess there is a little bit of an outrigger, you know, where this black part is, it does protrude out here in the forefoot for better lateral stability. So for support and lockdown, it seems okay so far. All right, moving on to the weight. Let's see. Ooh, okay, so 13.16 ounces. That is a little bit heavier than average. So the average weight of my shoes is around 12.5 ounces. 0.5, 0.6 ounces isn't a huge deal. So it's not like super heavy or anything. It feels bulky though, a little bulky here in the heel area because, you know, as you guys can see, the foam and the outsole do protrude out a good amount. But you know, that's about it. And it's just a little bit. So as far as the materials go, like I said, it uses minimal padding and the material is quite thin. So I feel like it's going to be a pretty responsive shoe, but two things for me is that the fit isn't the best. So I feel like my foot's going to be moving around in the shoe a little bit, and also we'll have to see on the forefoot lateral containment. All right, as far as the aesthetics go, I actually like it. It looks dope. Besides it saying Linsanity here on the side of the damn shoe. Why? I wish that wasn't there. I mean, the overall aesthetic of the shoe looks great, you know, in my opinion, besides the wording. And I guess the polka dots too. I feel like the polka dots could have been absent from the design. But other than that, I feel like it's a pretty dope looking shoe. So tell us what you guys think of the aesthetics down in the comment section below. So wrapping things up, there are a few things that I don't like about the shoe, but for 90 bucks, it's looking pretty damn nice. And I'm pretty damn excited to try it out. And also the gym has opened. I've been going to the gym. The basketball court is open, so we can go in there, but we can't play ball in there. So I'm not gonna be fully testing it, obviously, but I'm gonna be testing out the shoes a little bit on the wood floors just to get a little bit of information, just to help you guys out. And also thank you guys for sticking around with me through the quarantine and all that, even though I am playing on an outdoor court. But yeah, I'm gonna be testing it there, and I am pretty excited to play in these shoes. So again, if you guys do want to cop, I'll leave a link in the description box. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.